place, so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I appreciate you being here. So today I'm going to talk about successful people learn and log ideas from others. So we're still in the series about what we can learn from highly successful people. It doesn't matter what business they're in, your business, a different business, or whatever. Successful people are successful because of the things they do. And I believe that success leaves clues. And if we watch the successful people, what they're doing, we can learn a lot from them. So this is going to be my last live in this series of watching the successful people. I mean, not that I'm going to stop watching what successful people do, but I think at this point I've covered all the things I can think of on this topic. So we'll move on after this. But another trait of highly successful people is that they learn and log ideas from others. So sometimes you might be resistant to the idea of taking a lot of advice and ideas from others, right? I mean, it can feel like you're discrediting your own success because you didn't build it all up from scratch, but rather you had help along the way. But you know what? That's not a success-oriented mindset, because there's nothing wrong with having help, but it doesn't mean you didn't do it, right? I mean, as humans, we're inherently social creatures, and have found that we've found success in life by working together and building something greater than what we can hope to achieve individually. So take that same approach into building up your own success by taking advice and ideas from others. So now when you want to learn from successful people, there's a way to do that, right? Without plagiarizing them or just ripping off their hard work. What you should take note of and emulate is the way they become successful. It doesn't mean copying every move that they make along the way, right? No, it's about learning what mistakes they made and avoiding those, or understanding how they overcame certain circumstances that you may find yourself in at some point. So take away the concepts and the ideas that you can use to create your own map to success rather than just imitating what they did exactly. And for sure, don't plagiarize them, right? Don't steal what they did. But there's plenty of successful people who are more than willing to share their tips and their advice for up-and-coming people trying to accomplish similar feats. Some are more open than others, obviously, but if you're able to really take their advice and implement it into some of your own daily activities, then you'll be able to see some results. So while it might seem better to build your own success story from the ground up, that's really never how it happens. Anytime you talk to someone who's successful, ask them, who inspired them along the way. And they almost always will tell you that they had someone that they looked up to and used as a role model. You're really not so different. I mean, successful people are successful because of what they do, but that doesn't make them any different than us. We're all the same, right? We all have the same abilities. We all have the same success is equal. We all have that ability to be successful, right? And you probably have role models in your own career or in life that you want to be like. So there's nothing wrong with learning and growing from them and becoming your own successful person, right? So be sure to take notes on what they say to avoid and what they say to look for and what mistakes they made along the way. Hi, Karen. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. So take notes. Take notes on what they say, the things that they avoid and how they overcome things, and watch how they handle situations, right? Wisdom doesn't come from pretending that you have it all together or that you have all the answers. It comes from being honest about what you don't know and what you wish you could be doing better, and what you do to learn from those who are more experienced than you are. It doesn't even have to be someone more experienced. It just someone with different ideas. We all see things differently. And when we listen to the ideas from others, it helps us to see things differently. So successful people aren't know-it-alls. They have a growth mindset, which requires the willingness to be open to new ideas. And keep in mind, when I say new ideas, I don't mean listen to everything that someone tells you and just blindly follow them. I mean, you have to use discernment, right? You have to look at, especially maybe somebody who's not as successful, they still might have excellent ideas that you want to learn from, but you need to think about, use your brain and think about, okay, if I implement that, how will that affect me? Or maybe I can tweak that to work for me or whatever, right? Not blindly accepting it, but being willing to be open to new ideas, because, it's amazing what we can learn when we're willing to be open, right? So you are a good role model. Thank you, Karen. I love you. Thank you. So, hey, part of our constantly evolving society, take pride in your lack of knowledge. You don't have to know everything, right? And find a comforting humility in knowing that you have so much left to learn, whether it's at work or at home or just in life in general. So I challenge you to stay curious, challenge the unknown, and certainly be willing to take any good advice that you can get. So, hey, now I'd love to hear from you. What kinds of things have you learned from successful people? What thoughts do you have on this whole subject? We're going to move on to whatever the next subject is going to be, but there's still lots we can learn, again, from successful people. So share with us your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to hear them. Anyway, thanks for being here with me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.